Several Queenslanders have shared their devastation at floods tearing through their homes and businesses, some for the second time in just over 10 years. Residents in the southeast Queensland town of Grantham have returned to their homes after evacuating yesterday morning to see years' worth of work and personal items waterlogged and destroyed. Gary Godley said his family was already knee-deep in floodwaters when the town's flood siren went off last night, causing his family to gather their horses and seek shelter. Residents in Grantham, southeast Queensland, have returned to their homes after evacuating to survey the flood damage. 9 News. We ended up huddled up, my daughter and I, on a little bench. We had a mare, a colt and a little gelding, so 3 horses, he said. We sat ankle-deep in water for the night. Mr. Godley said the disaster was yet another blow to the family, still reeling financially from the floods of 2011. We'll keep going, just keep motoring on, he said. We ended up bankrupt for 7 years, just got out of bankruptcy, and we'll probably end up back there again. We have to spend whatever money we've got to keep going, that's life. Grantham residents in Queensland returned to their homes and businesses, which have been damaged by floodwaters. 9 News. Linda Godley broke down as she assessed the damage to her home and paddock, which was also destroyed. Everyone wanted to help, but we're just too overwhelmed. We just want to be on our own, she said. We have nowhere to go. We're low-income earners. We fought all our lives to get our own home, and we fought all these years. We just got on our feet. Tom Horn from Ipswich, about an hour's drive east from Grantham, said he feels for those dealing with floods yet again. Just heartbreaking, especially for the people that went through it already, to see it again, and to see the kind of destruction that volume of water can cause, he said. Helen Beanland, from the Brisbane suburb of Fairfield, said she couldn't cope with another disaster, calling on the state government to do more. I've been here 35 years and I can't do this again. I cannot do it again. And if the government doesn't do something about it, then it's a damn disgrace, she said. Anastasia, Queensland Premier Anastasia Palashchuk, come and talk to me. Come and talk to me, Anastasia. Several businesses destroyed. Brisbane auto warehouse owner Tony Walski has lost 60 uninsured cars to the floods. We saved 1 car, a tinny and a jet ski, he said. All our cars. 60 cars, 2 hoists, compressors, everything's gone. Don't know where to start. I really just don't know. ADF volunteers help in the flood cleanup in Reece South in Queensland. 9 News. Victoria Parker said her family was left in disbelief when flooding encroached on her home last week. We went to bed early Saturday night very confident that it wouldn't be a big deal, she said. 4 a.m. we knew we were in trouble, and we started pulling everything up. It went higher than we expected, so we evacuated late Sunday arvo. We've been in repair mode ever since, and it's been crushing. Floodwaters still remain in Reece South in Queensland as residents return to assess the damage. 9 News. No sleeping, trying to deal with what's going on, seeing our neighbours, there's a lot of trauma around. Ms. Parker said looting had been yet another blow, saying her home and that of her neighbours had already been broken into before their eyes. For the grubs that have come around and stolen from people, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say about those people, she said. Help for those in need. Police have been patrolling streets by foot, air and in boats, to protect already vulnerable members of the community from looting. Says volunteers have also been flown in from other parts of the state to assist with rescue and cleanup efforts, while in flooded neighborhoods, locals are rallying together to assist each other. We gotta be in high spirits to keep us positive, and to give a helping hand to our best friend, neighbor, Tasso Contudios said. You gotta do what you gotta do. You can't think twice. How you can help with the flood crisis in Queensland and NSW. Queenslanders in Reece South are hoping for reprieve from floodwaters that have inundated the area. 9 News. This morning, Australian Defence Force personnel also stepped in, with 2,000 members deployed in Queensland and New South Wales to deal with the flood's aftermath. Tomorrow, 14,000 more volunteers from Brisbane's reformed Mud Army will hit the streets. With clean-up efforts delayed by storm warnings today, at first light tomorrow volunteers will be transported by bus to the city's flood-ravaged areas, where they will go door to door and help clean up debris. Flood cleanups underway after devastating deluge. Full steam ahead tomorrow morning, so touch wood there's no other weather events, but we're in this rapidly changing situation, Brisbane Lord Mayor Adrian Schrinner said.